Good morning, everybody. It's the 1st of September. We're Signal Centre Talking Ball. I'm Joe Neighbour and joined by the full pack today. We've got Steve O'Hare and Ian Coleman. How are we doing, gents?
Morning all. Yeah,
Good morning all. Very good.
Nice break, Ian?
Yeah, lovely break. Lovely extended break with the old bank holiday Monday that I sneaked in. I heard you talking about that last week.
Timed that one nicely, didn't you?
I briefly watched the show on Friday.
Yeah.
A bit of moaning going on. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you watched it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm one loyal customer.
Steve, do you watch football on Saturday?
No, I don't think the season started yet, has it, Joe? It's only still a couple of friendlies going on.
that major trophy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was. I thought Liverpool deserved it first half, and I thought Arsenal deserved it second half. So I think they had a few good chances. Really, Arsenal they should have really put the game out of reach.
Yeah.
But Liverpool luckily snatched a little bit of an equaliser.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to finish strongly, but held on. And penalties were sort of quite decent penalties from the Gooners.
They were, yeah. I mean, it's always a lottery, isn't it? But
yeah, I mean, actually,
cool.
every penalty was pretty good. Even Brewster's was a bit of a humdinger, bit unlucky. But yeah, every penalty was pretty decent.
Yeah.
So yeah, well deserved, I think.
Thanks.
Are you going out running this morning, Stevie? Are you? Are you sporty?
Joe Wicks. I think Tina's handed over 50 quid to Joe Wicks for a 90-day thing. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think my attitude is if I put something like sporty on, I've got more chance of doing it than if I don't put something sporty on.
I know what you mean. I've got his cookbooks. They're very good.
Yeah, they're pretty decent, aren't they? Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 decent recipes I can grab out of each. I quite like.
Yeah. No, he's good. I quite like watching him. He's very enthusiastic. It's sort of and that's half the thing, isn't it? Getting that enthusiasm going. So yeah.
And look forward to the report on that.
You're allowed out the house now, are you, Joe?
Yeah,
not yet.
Allowed out. Well,
not yet. Hang on.
Tomorrow officially, but we all had coronavirus tests.
The beard's
Oh, did you?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Where did you go for that? Just locally?
Just phoned up and they get them sent through the post.
Oh, okay.
So we had them 4 sent through the post for all of us to do and got results back in a couple of days and they're all negative. So we haven't been anywhere, haven't touched anyone or, seen anyone. So
nice one.
We're quite comfortable that we haven't got it and we're not going to be spreading it around. So
yeah, nice one. Good man. Yeah, I mean, it is. I think I saw the WHO were talking, the World Health Organization talking this morning, and they were saying that the pandemic that you've just got to start to live with it, live with CVD, COVID, and that's it. It's not an issue. The second wave, they're not expecting a sort of like a shutdown like we had before. And
no, can we really?
Yeah, just said we've got to learn to live with it. It's not a problem. Sort of thing, it was obviously it is for some people, but it's
rolling
it's
onto COVID, the AstraZeneca I see have started a large-scale human trial of coronavirus vaccines in the US, and they plan to enrol as many as 30,000 adults. Start pumping them full of vaccines. So hopefully there's no hideous side effects to that.
Exactly.
A lot of people.
Yeah. I'll let somebody else go first, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing. I think you could, the talk of vaccine and everything, there's probably a good chance that we'll never get a vaccine, but there's probably even better chance that all these drug companies are going to make a shitload of money in the meantime. So
definitely.
So conspiracy bound I am. But
so with the old markets in this morning, everybody's been following it over the weekend. Obviously, we had the bank holiday yesterday. Markets were open throughout Europe, but
it's all about the dollar, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. Or not.
Charts up they want to share. Who's covering the dollar? Either of you two?
Well,
I'll let Steve go first because I ain't got a clue what's going on. I've been away.
Yeah.
There you go, Steve.
Okay, daily on the dollar. Obviously, I kept talking about this 93.13 level, and we have sort of like we are way below it. Let's just get this is a price action. We've broken below the 92.12 level and well below that at the moment. Obviously, momentum is we've got a crossover here on the MACD, bearish. And the ATR is around 60. So, yeah, it doesn't look too clever for the old dollar. Let's get a monthly chart up on that. Here we go. Let's get a fib. So even a 76.8 should be last line of support, maybe 91.40. We've obviously got other levels around 91, and then we're targeting the lows of 88.27 back in February 18. So yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything that you can do with the dollar at the moment.
No.
And this is
It's
not having a knock-on
horrible
effect.
price action, though, isn't it? I mean, it's
Yeah.
sort of, you look at the daily chart, you had sort of virtually about 3 weeks where it's just chopping about.
Yeah.
It's obviously broken lower now, but it's hard to know where the trend's going to start, if you know what I mean. Even though you want to push it lower, or you want to trade that way, it's when to jump on. It's not an easy task.
No. And it's sort of, there's a bit of a. I mean, you've obviously got sterling cable stronger, and again, that's more about a weak dollar rather than a stronger sterling, and euro dollar pushing up to these decent highs here. Still got a bit of a way to go though to sort of like the decent levels. Euro sterling seems to be sort of like the bears seem to be winning it at the moment in euro sterling, but I don't know. I think that's going to be two-way. I think euro yen had a bit of a spike up and down on when we last year Friday. Yeah, let's say the price action is pretty shocking. Euro yen, yeah, we broke above this downtrend and it seems to be extending higher.
I mean, we're out of holiday season now, I suppose.
Yeah, I think September
September
started, so maybe within the next week or so we might get a little bit more coming through. There's a lot of stuff going on with I saw Berkshire Hathaway sort of buying some, was it Japanese stocks or Chinese stocks this morning?
I know he put a big old lump into gold miners.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And gold has obviously reacted nicely higher along with silver.
Yeah, I mean, I just throw my chart up on gold. We had this triangle pattern that we've been talking about I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, and we've seen a decent breakout from that now. So I'd expect that will lead to a continuation higher. There it is on the daily chart. So just expecting that just to keep rolling, really.
It's close to the 2000 level now, isn't it?
Yeah, back to 2000, and then probably back up to those previous highs would be the first target, which is what, 2075.
Yeah.
And 2100 will be the next sort of psychological level to attempt at hitting. So it all looks very bullish for gold still.
I had an interesting Gartley on gold before I went away. I plotted this before I went away, and what I've been doing lately, because obviously everything if you're trading symmetrical patterns, there are supposed to be as near on symmetrical as you can get. So this was 21 ticks over, and this was 21 ticks under. Here 119 the figure, and a move to 2040 would be 21 ticks over again, and make a Gartley pattern. So that's a level.
Is that a bearish pattern, that one?
A bearish pattern, yeah. So that's a level I'm looking at.
Okay.
Over just a level to be aware of. It might well smash through it, but I think sort of that 2040 would make a perfect symmetrical Gartley with the overextensions, basically. I mean, apart from that, like sort of going back to the dollar, it's broken through this trend. That's a monthly chart. And it's just sort of hovering around that trend line. If you go to the sort of weekly chart, there's a fib down here. Oh, sorry, daily chart. There's a fib down here, but you sort of, I don't know. That's not really a decent third wave, is it? They're normally quite impulsive. You don't normally get second waves in triangles, and so I don't know. But I mean, again, 90-60 is probably a level to focus on. This is overextended. This is euro dollar. This is daily chart. That's overextended. But I thought that was quite interesting. But that's a trend of lower lows on the monthly at 1988, and obviously with it sort of marrying up close to this. I don't know. You don't want to be standing in front of this rally, I think, and I think intraday calls are still to buy dips, obviously. But I'm just wary of around these levels. But the other dollar pairs, I can't get anything on. To be perfectly honest, they just look a lot lower. I mean, that's dollar CAD broken out of a channel. Elliott wave enthusiasts would probably see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down in 5. And even though we got a swing low at 129.52. But again, I just can't see any reason why you'd want to buy it yet.
No. FTSE taking a bit of a hit on the back of this dollar weakness as well, so that's under pressure. It found decent resistance around about this 65.18 to 65.75 level, rejected that, posted a bearish outside bar. This is on the weekly chart, and again you've seen rallies last week being sold around the 6300 level. Over the last 3 or 4 weeks, been sold around the 6300 level, and last week around the 6185 level. I think we continue that move, and the next level of support 58.53 in FTSE. On the intraday chart, we're looking to sell a rally up at this downward trending resistance. We've got a nearer term trend resistance which has been broken. And I think we've seen stocks rally a little bit this morning. I think we just triggered DAX, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We was
yes.
on the DAX. Just quickly have a look at that. I've got this ascending sort of wedge. I guess it's still correcting higher from these lows or trending higher, depending on which way you're looking at it. But we was looking at the hourly last week and spotted a bit of a head and shoulders.
Yeah.
On this. They're not the most reliable at the moment, though, head and shoulders, for whatever reason. I think we were looking at that there as the head and shoulders, and we saw the break, and I actually bought that on the gun to the head challenge on Friday, just because I don't know, I just fancied a speculative punt that the head and shoulders not working, and it didn't really. It sort of got back up to this line here and failed. Decent two-way price action. We've sold it again today here at this 78.6, which is also this downtrend. But it could be that it's forming another wedge before a break higher. So it's, as I say, decent two-way price action on that at the minute. But you've got to be very careful because it is a bit of a wild market.
Yeah. It's trading now. I can't see the price on there.
13,115. So exactly where we got in.
Yeah. Okay. I always trade the 13 levels on DAX. So selling there is. You
like that, do you?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, that'll be my gun to the head challenge trade anyway. Well, let's have a quick look at that. Just a quick catch up on that. We had trade ideas on the DAX last week and FTSE. DAX was a winner, FTSE was a loss. So overall, we made 0.2R. So made a little bit of progress on the week. Still very flat, not really going anywhere. While the markets continue to be as choppy and as sideways as they've been. So hopefully with the return of Ian today and a full house of analysts, we can come up with some decent ideas and get this moving in the right direction again.
Yeah, lovely.
I'll go first then because I've got this DAX here right now, 13,120. Going to keep the same parameters that we've got for our intraday trade. So the stop is at 13,180. Bit better on the entry at the minute, 13,120. Target 12,905. That's
Good luck.
Trade for the day. Who's next?
I'll go next if you want.
Go on in.
I'm going to go for FTSE. I'm going to sell FTSE. Here you go, 4-1 risk reward, getting in at 59. I'm going to have a really tight stop. The high this morning is just below 59.80. I'm going to have a stop at 59.80. Targeting a move to 58.55. Again, short of 59.55.
Cool. And we got
Bill and Ben. We're all going in the same direction actually, because I'm selling this as well. So it's risk off day, isn't it, as far as we're concerned? Bearish channel. This is the daily chart. Lovely, strong outside day posted on Friday, and then a little inside Arami candle, but it's in the lower half of this range. Maribuzo levels at 105.95, which is the level that we're trying to get short on an intraday basis on our call. But I also see this, so another symmetrical pattern, and focusing on that level there, 104.80. So I'll get short here, which is 105.74, 104.80, and I'll have a decent 104.74. I'll have a 20 tick stop because I'm going to be greedy. 4.7R. So
Nice.
105.74, 105.94 the stop, and 104.80. And the reason I'm having a tight stop is because you boys have hit your trigger levels. So if you're right, I should be right.
Let's hope so.
So I've just passed the buck over to you, basically. So
Yeah, so it's
chucked
our
us
fault.
under the bus.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. News-wise, anything caught your eye this morning, guys?
Not really. Just the sort of obviously Australian bank left rates unchanged last night. That's anything really. They've increased the size of the term lending facility and made it available for longer.
We've
No,
got
apart from that.
Economic forecast from Germany as well at some point today, and I think they're expecting the fallout from coronavirus will be smaller than predicted. So that is providing a bit of a boost probably to the market today, as we've seen.
I think that's already out, isn't it, Joe?
Oh, okay, that may make sense, which is
That
why
was
it's
on the
going so
on the
well.
Bloomberg email this morning.
Lovely. Well, that's got us filled then. So hopefully we see a bit of cooling off from that on the DAX. The Apple talking about building at least 75 million 5G iPhones for later in this year. So they're expecting some strong demand still for their products. They had that stock split last week. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
So the share price now looks more attractive to people buying in. There was a few sort of conspiracies that they were doing that to try and attract a load of this, a load of stimulus money from all the people that are trading on the Robinhood platform.
Okay.
Though Tesla did the same as well. They had a stock split of 5-1.
So and Apple's 3% higher, Tesla 12% higher.
Yeah.
So it's worked. Whatever they were trying to do.
What's the Robinhood platform then? If I've been
it's
somewhere
commission-free
else.
trading.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
It's really big in the States,
UK.
isn't it?
Yeah, huge.
I must have had me head in the sand for the last 6 months.
It's been going on for a while now, hasn't it? It's been talked
good couple
about.
Of years, I would have thought.
Yeah.
All right.
Apart from that, yeah, what we've got oil is, I saw Saudi Arabia, were they sort of cutting the price of their oil that they're knocking out. It's still stuck. Brent's still stuck around $45 level. Doesn't seem to be sort of going anywhere fast.
Yeah, below that 43.60, just sort of keeps stalling.
Yeah.
Finding sellers. Data-wise today, we've got UK manufacturing PMI at 9:30. Then we've got Eurozone unemployment and inflation at 10 a.m. And then we have US ISM manufacturing PMI at 3 p.m. So a few bits of data to keep an eye out for today. And as we say, hopefully we will start to see the return of some action to markets now that effectively the summer holidays are coming to a close. Maybe another week of being a bit quiet, and then maybe next week I think it might pick up a little bit.
Yes, I hope so.
Yes.
Yeah. Excellent.
Okay. Anything else, gents?
No, all good here.
Excellent.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, have a great day, and we'll catch you all tomorrow.
Yep. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.